Hello everyone, and welcome to another development update for Shadow Heroes Vengeance in Flames, where we give you daily updates of everything that we're actually doing on the project, the behind the scenes work. Today I'm going to be talking to you about our healer class, the Cherub, and his particle effect when he uses his abilities. One of the things that we're working on is making sure that everything is nice and pretty for our next video, and yeah, so that's kind of what we're working on right now. So, to get right into it, this is kind of where we started with the particle effect, is we start with a liquid fluid surface. Liquid fluid container inside of Maya. So the particle effect we wanted to be kind of smoky and magical, because he is a magical character. He's one of the characters inside the game who is like very much magical, and he's not afraid of using his magic. So it's his only strength, and we're kind of exemplifying that with this character. So we started off by creating a nice smoky effect inside of Maya. Now this is going to be used for a flipbook inside of the particle effect itself, and it's kind of going to be the major part that you're going to see. So to jump into that, this is the particle effect itself. So it's got three different pieces to it. The first is this outside ring, which is used to give motion to the particle when you're looking at it from far away. If you're looking at it close up, it gives it kind of an offset little double rings spinny thing, like almost like atoms. If you look at the next one, our smoke effect is right here inside the middle. It's an 8x8 sprite sheet, so it has 64 different sprites. Each one's 256, so you have a 2K sprite sheet there. And then our last one are these little beams of light that kind of shoot out. They're literally just little shiny dots with some flares coming off of them, and they are stretched along the y-axis, so they are much longer than they are wide. They are very bright, they're emissive, so they're going to give off a bit of light, and they face the direction that they're moving, so they're velocity oriented. So they shoot outward of this thing, and then I have a point attractor right here in the middle that after they go out a certain distance, they kind of slow down and they get attracted back in, as you can probably tell. So all of this is playing on our Cherub character, and this is our Cherub character. So as he's playing as a particle effects, you can see these are the outside swirls and all the little lights that are shooting out. Makes him look very magical, right? And this is a very close view for what you're actually going to see for him. When you're actually playing the game, it's going to be closer to maybe this, because he's a small character. He's about half the size of an Exorcist or any of the other units out there, except for a demigod. He's much smaller than a demigod. So this is about how big he's going to be. He does fly, so you might see him about this size, which is where you can start seeing that spiral atomic figure that I was talking about. And when we come all the way out here, it's basically just giving you a bit of rotational motion to the effect. The whole thing's pretty cheap, other than that one 2K texture, which is just applied to each one. After you load it into the memory once, you don't load it again. It just creates instances of it. So yeah, it's going to constantly just play this over and over and over again. Whenever he heals, if he stops and goes back to his idle animation, it just kind of drops them, and he can come back into it, and it builds up. At any point, if he stops his animations, they kind of fade away. So that's our Cherubs healing animation. Yeah, I think it came out pretty decently. It's up to you guys to kind of tell me whether or not you think so as well. So send us a message or post a comment. Tell us what you think. If you like the video, if you want to see more things like this. If you don't, then leave us a message. Tell us what you do want to see. And yeah, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, take